Good morning and welcome to your Saturday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, here with some words of wisdom to start your day. And as you can see, I am not in my own digs. I'm at my sister's house. She's not here. She's in Appleton taking care of Dad. And I am here helping my brother install a floor at the house we are flipping. So, different digs for today. We'll see about tomorrow. Depends how far we get today, I guess. So, I am not fond of the lighting here because it's overhead and it comes down and makes me look like I'm 100, but whatever. But that way, you know that the messages that are coming through have great wisdom behind them, right? Good morning, Donielle. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. You are my first guest today. Glad to have you here. And so I brought along the Wild Offering deck. Good morning, Cindy. Glad you're here. Waving, waving. So we'll see how many of you find me since I'm not in my own house. Ha ha ha. For another oracle card from the Wild Offering deck by Tosha Silver. And this is one of the cards that has a little bee added into it. So of course I love that. And I love this idea of this card also because it's very... I don't even know what word I want to put to it. It draws us into our best self. Let's put it that way. I like that. I got to grab my water bottle here. So let us prepare to be drawn into our best self. Nice deep breath in. And let it go. Another nice deep breath in. And let it go. What do you notice as we every day, pretty much every day, most days I do not forget to have us take some nice deep breaths. What do you notice as you begin to breathe? I notice my breath becomes more conscious. I notice I take a deeper breath. Good morning to those who are popping on. Your names aren't rolling, but I'm glad you're here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, another nice deep breath. I notice my shoulders drop. I notice it already cues my body. Good morning, Gwen. Glad you're here. Cues my body. Time to relax. Time to settle in. Time to be present. Good morning, Carolyn. Thank you for all the pretty hearts in the rainbow. Color is a good thing. Got to tell you a story about that. So my father's phone is on what I would call its last legs. And all of a sudden it turned black and white. No more color. And that was bugging him. So I tried a bunch of stuff, went into settings, yada, yada, yada. I thought, well, because he just pokes at the thing. I thought maybe he had hit a button that I didn't know if phones could go to black and white. Good morning, Beth. Welcome, welcome. Hunted, couldn't find anything. What do we do when nothing works? Turn it off and turn it back on. And the color came back. Briefly. So my sister sent me a message saying, I think Dad's phone is dying. And I said, well, let's take a peek at what we have for options, because this one obviously was getting to be more than he was able to deal with. So we'll see what we can come up with. So if you have any suggestions on a wonderful phone for elders, simple, very, I love the jitterbugs, but we need something that also gets the internet because he likes watching videos on Facebook. So he's 89. Let's see if we can get him what he wants. If you have any ideas, put it in the feed. Be happy to have some things to work with. Good morning, Mel. Good morning, Mel. Jitterbug, yep. The only thing, and do they have one that does the internet? Because if so, then we'll take a peek at that. So our card for today, one more nice deep breath. Out. Creative block. Creative blocks. That's what we're going to talk about today. So, are you ready? Let's see what we get. If you are an artist of any kind, and the answer is yes, you are an artist. You are a creative being. The universe gave you creativity as one of your gifts, and you may have had it thwarted over the years by various whatevers. One of my thwartings was actually an art teacher who was a very frustrated artist and decided to squelch everybody else's creativity. So had to grow past that. If you are an artist of any kind, your answer is yes. You can offer all work, all creativity to the divine, making it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. I offer my creativity. Oh, thank you, Gwen. Wonderful. Glad to hear that. And thank you for the suggestion, Beth. All right, so I have to explore those. Let's see what we can do. All right. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Isn't that a wonderful way to step into your creativity or any other gift that you have? Perhaps you're a fabulous organizer. Perhaps you're an amazing communicant. Perhaps you are, who knows? But stepping into that as I'm offering this gift up to be of the greatest source of good for the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. May this serve all who need. And one of the things I think about with creative blocks is, one of the key things that puts us in that blocked state is our ego. Worrying about failure, worrying about success, worrying about not being good enough, all that ego-driven stuff. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate you posting that. All that ego-driven stuff. No wonder it shuts us down. No wonder we can't produce. No wonder we can't allow our creativity to flow. So the antidote is get out of the way. Get out of the way. Okay, universe, here I am, the instrument in God's hands. Let it flow through me. Let's see what creates itself through me. I'm not doing the ownership thing. This is my artwork. I'm creating this, blah, blah. No, it's flowing through me. And because it's flowing through me, I don't have to get all bent out of shape about success and failure and all that other crap. I'm just here to be utilized in the best way possible for the benefit of the planet, for the benefit of myself and others. How does that sound? Does that sound easier to step into? So what do you like for creativity? And a friend of mine just posted a picture of some embroidery that she had done. And she said, my new latest obsession. And I'm like, how cool. How cool to recapture something. For me, a lot of that little work is harder to do now since I don't see as well. But counted cross stitch, tatting. Tatting's not one I ever learned. The others I know how to do, but knitting, all that stuff. And I know with knitting, you don't necessarily have to look. I'm not facile enough at this point to do it without looking at it. And I'm left-handed. You want to have a mind bend. Be a right-handed person trying to teach a left-handed person how to do stuff like the hand stuff. It's hilarious. It is hilarious. I tried. I can make squares. I can knit and purl. At this point, I can't get too fancy. But should I decide that that's one of the pieces of creativity that I want to develop, you bet your bottom dollar I would figure out a way to make it happen. Maybe there's videos out there of left-handed people doing it so I could watch their hands. Something to think about. Anywho, creative blocks. Are you experiencing any of those? If so, come at it from this perspective. I let go of this. I let go of the ideas of success and failure. I let go of worry about what other people think about it. I let go of all of that. If something wishes to flow through me, if the universe wishes to create through me, I'm here as an instrument. Let's see what happens. Have an awesome Saturday. Hopefully it was, oh my God, yesterday. If you aren't from Wisconsin, you may not know this, but we have had some flooding. Appleton, very rare that Appleton has flooding. Most of the streets around where my dad's house is were flooded. Vicky, when she went home, there is a train trestle bridge that the road goes under, right in the middle of town, right by one of the Goodwills. And they actually have marks on the trestle because on one of the abutments to the trestle, because if anywhere's going to flood in town, that's where it's going to flood. As she came down the road and looked, it was at the 3-foot level. The water was 3 feet high. So she had to take a different route to get to my dad's house. And they were talking about one of my brother's friends who owns a towing company. I think he said he had towed 26 or 28 cars by that point. And basically they were saying, stay home. You can't tell how deep the water is. And as soon as you drive through, you get your engine wet, you are done. Yes, Gwen. Nina had some major flooding. I'm not sure if Kimberly and Kaukauna also, the other direction had, but certainly the Appleton, Nina, Menasha area had a mess. So here we go with the insurance claims, and here we go with more insurance companies saying we can't do this anymore, and either raising rates or closing their doors or whatever else is all going to happen. But yes, and don't tell me this isn't global warming. You can keep going, la, 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 la. This is the result we're going to get. And interestingly, having talked to some people recently, one of the things we were talking about was how we feel like coastal properties are going to begin to devalue because you're not going to be able to get insurance for them at all. And as the water's coming up, they're going to be underwater. So the Midwest is starting to look really good as an option. Obviously, yesterday didn't serve us very well, but so be it. Here we go. Yes, scary flooding. So let's focus on our creativity instead. Yes, we'll have to do the cleanup, but let's focus on our creativity instead. Have an awesome Saturday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are, including allowing the universal creativity to flow through you. Bye-bye.